of our local, regional, international viewers and listeners, thank you so much for choosing us. To all of our listeners on the new U975 FM Multicultural Radio, those of you on Synergy TV, on the Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada, a very warm welcome to another edition of the program, Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those unanswered questions. I am Zelisa Budusing Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, absorb, get your pen, get your paper, get your phone so you could store numbers or you could take notes that will be really helpful for you and your loved ones. Before I continue the program this morning, I want to say a very good morning and God's choicest blessings to Mr. Richard Aziz. Mr. Richard Aziz is the owner of Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada and the owner of Shabnam Radio in Canada, and he's doing a phenomenal job. I had a very constructive conversation with him this morning, and he shared his wealth of knowledge and experiences with me. And I'm forever grateful for all the advice that he gave, the time that he took, to talk to me. But I also want to again applaud him for the fantastic job he's doing when it comes to that international market, those citizens, those viewers in Canada and throughout the world. He's really making a difference with his programming. And of course, it's about keeping religion and culture alive. And he's just he's a giant, but a very humble man. And I just want to say thank you, sir, for taking the time to share your wealth of knowledge and experience with me. That one-on-one conversation was, I felt very enriched after with regards to knowledge and, perhaps making different choices and things like that when it comes to the world of media. So I really do appreciate it, and I just want to say thank you and wish you a beautiful, blessed, productive, successful, and great day. And thank you for the phenomenal job that you are doing there in Canada with your media houses. With that being said, directing this morning and in Master Control, Akua George, and joining us in production Master Control, Nicholas Rupnarayan. Welcome, Nicholas. And it's nice to have you on board. So let's quickly go to, first of all, just letting you know it's the middle of the work week. It's Wednesday morning. Happy Wednesday. Wednesday the 12th of April 2023. And if you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. And let's quickly go to our quote for today, coming to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo, and it says, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. And this is so true. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom. Sometimes a door will have to shut in your face. Sometimes things will have to be at its worst for you to get up, get started, give your all, and get on the road to progress and success. That is so true. So don't give up. Whatever situation you're in today, this moment, realize that this struggle, this challenge that you're facing will end. Tomorrow is a new day. After the storm, the sun will shine and there will be a new beginning. A door will open. So don't give up. Have faith, have trust, have hope, but more importantly, have faith. Faith and trust that it will happen and things will turn around. Get up and get going and make things happen. You are in control. So thank you so much for sharing that with us, that quote, Akua. And of course, our quote came to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. And they are open for business. Check them out. Great prices, great deals, new products, and check out their food court. Check out, I just saw the shoes. They've got really nice, affordable, beautiful shoes, and they've got that wonderful play area as well for the children. Remember, you could take the children and let them have some fun time where you do some shopping, and make it a family affair. Head on down to also the Mid-Center Mall. They've got their booths there. Check it out, check them out. All right, great. This morning, I am in conversation with learned attorney at law, Sajina Kadir. She's going to be talking to us about domestic violence. She got caught up. She had a court case this morning. She'll be joining us shortly. But I just want to remind you that our program this morning is coming to us with the kind compliments of the Socially Displaced Restoration Center. And they are located in Couva. And their telephone contact numbers are 371-4120, 689-0044. They are a really kind-hearted, honest group of hard-working people that got together and decided we are going to help the socially displaced in the Couva area. So they give meals every Friday evening, and they do a whole lot more during the course of the month. And I want to thank my listeners and my viewers. I really want to sincerely thank you, because Sajina told me they've been getting very good support, great responses from our listeners and our viewers. And a lot of people have called me and said, you know, they've made bookings to give meals. As a matter of fact, when I came back from India, I wanted to share some meals on Friday, and they booked up until I believe next month. So I'm really grateful for all those of you who stepped up and who would have, you know, contributed towards helping give those meals and things like that, care products and all those things that they give the socially displaced. So again, to the management and staff, all those hard workers, all those who give of their time without asking anything in return for the Socially Displaced Restoration Center there in Couva, God's choices, blessings to you, continue to be strong. And their telephone contact numbers are 371-4120 or 689-0044. You know, you just want to cook a meal or some nice sandwiches on a Friday. I believe it's 20 plus people, and make a difference in those lives. Help, you know, reach out and make a difference. Give them a meal. Giving a meal is really providing something that is very, very important. To some of us, it might be, we take it for granted, but for some people, they just don't know where their next meal is coming from. And I want to thank you for stepping up and making the extra effort to assist those at the Socially Displaced Restoration Center. And Akua, I think it would be nice perhaps to play their ad so that our viewers and our listeners can take a listen and you know, have a look at what they're doing to understand exactly what they're doing. All right, so let's go to the ad, and when we return, we'll try to see if Ms. Sajina Kadir is ready to get started on the topic domestic violence. Stay with us.
The Socially Displaced Restoration Center, SDRC, is a non-profit company that serves the socially displaced persons who live on the streets of Couva. Our mission is to establish an overnight shelter with rehab services to house them. Pending this establishment, we have been doing weekly food distributions every Friday evening for the past 2 years and continuing. We, the SDRC, also host a care day every 2 months, partnering with the Couva Tabaki Talparo Regional Corporation to use the Ancient Alley Promenade in Couva with the support of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Central Division for our safety, where we erect a temporary shower to provide the homeless who live on the streets of Couva with the opportunity to have a shower, receive clean clothing, obtain medical attention with our volunteer doctors and nurses, and where they can have their grooming and barbering needs addressed. We are a company supported by the community and based on volunteerism. Every donation to this humanitarian endeavor is appreciated. Please contact us to sponsor a meal or make a donation. Let us pause to remember to give the gift of love and kindness to a community that is often forgotten.
Visit Visit Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas. Get the latest fashion, Indian and Western garments, and just in time for Eid, we've got Islamic wear available. Getting married or attending a wedding? Then this is the place for you. From bridal to elegant wear with matching jewelry and footwear. Curtains starting at $4 for $100. Also available shirts, belts, watches, wallets, sportswear, and ladies tops. Need to pick up lunch or dinner? Well, check our food court. All available at the Fab India Expo from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Final few booths left at the Mid-Center Mall Mid-Year Flea Market. Call 340-6565. Starting the 6th of May until the 30th of May. Call now to book your spot. 340-6565.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Shogunas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trin-City. Super Quality Supermarket. Eden Heights Clinic. Live blood analysis with instant results. Colon hydrotherapy, ozone therapy, prolozone therapy, complete detox, weight loss, oxygen baths, diet and nutritional programs, supplements and health foods, treatment for all lifestyle diseases, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, men and women issues and much more at Eden Heights Clinic, 13 Montague Avenue, Trin-City. 763-5292, 640-8985.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans, which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. To all of our listeners on the new U975 FM Multicultural Radio, to all of our dear viewers on Synergy TV, on the Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada, welcome back to the program. I'm Zelisa, and we're just waiting for Miss Sajina Kadir to join us today, and she's going to be talking to us about domestic violence. She's a little delayed, and we've got to understand that she's very committed. Her first love and her first job, of course, is being an attorney, and so she got caught up in a case that took a little extra time this morning, but she's certainly going to be joining us shortly. In the meantime, any one of you, if you may have any questions, any concerns, or there is a topic or something that you'd like to share with us, you're free to call us right now at 3847142. That's 3847142. Or you could send me a WhatsApp message to 3847142, and I will be more than happy to address whatever concern you may have. If there's a topic that you'd like for us to talk about, or there is something you want us to discuss, or something that you've got some advice for the show, anything at all that you feel you need to discuss today, please feel free to give me a call, or to, of course, send me a WhatsApp message, and I'll be more than happy to, discuss it with you, all right? And so, of course, I want to remind you again, our program is coming to us with the kind compliments. I need my director to assist me. My phone fell. Our program is coming to us with the kind compliments of the Socially Displaced Restoration Center. They are located in Couva, Trinidad and Tobago, and their telephone contact numbers are 3714120 During the break, an international viewer was very concerned, and they also wanted to contribute, and they wanted to know how to. So what I did is I shared my WhatsApp information, which they already had, and explained to them that I will forward the relevant information so that they could connect with those at the socially displaced restoration center, and however they want to make arrangements in terms of providing a meal or something of the sort, they can certainly have that done. I need to go, so let's go to that ad, socially displaced restoration center, so I could put things in place to get my phone again. All right, so let's go to this ad. Please pay attention. It's a nice way of giving charity. It's your birthday. It's a nice way of saying thank you by feeding 20 plus people. How costly is that? Sometimes we go out in one night and we waste so much money drinking and smoking and things like that. We should think about doing something that's kind, and that is, giving a meal, helping someone with a meal. All right, so give them a call today. Let's go to this ad from the Socially Displaced Restoration Center.
The Socially Displaced Restoration Center, SDRC, is a non-profit company that serves the socially displaced persons who live on the streets of Couva. Our mission is to establish an overnight shelter with rehab services to house them. Pending this establishment, we have been doing weekly food distributions every Friday evening for the past 2 years and continuing. We, the SDRC, also host a care day every 2 months, partnering with the Couva Tabaki Talparo Regional Corporation to use the Ancient Alley Promenade in Couva with the support of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Central Division for our safety, where we erect a temporary shower to provide the homeless who live on the streets of Couva with the opportunity to have a shower, receive clean clothing, obtain medical attention with our volunteer doctors and nurses, and where they can have their grooming and barbering needs addressed. We are a company supported by the community and based on volunteerism. Every donation to this humanitarian endeavor is appreciated. Please contact us to sponsor a meal or make a donation. Let us pause to remember to give the gift of love and kindness to a community that is often forgotten.
Visit Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas. Get the latest fashion, Indian and Western garments, and just in time for Eid, we've got Islamic wear available. Getting married or attending a wedding? Then this is the place for you. From bridal to elegant wear with matching jewelry and footwear. Curtains starting at $4 for $100. Also available shirts, belts, watches, wallets, sportswear, and ladies' tops. Need to pick up lunch or dinner? Well, check our food court. All available at the Fab India Expo from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Final few booths left at the Mid-Center Mall Mid-Year Flea Market. Call 340-6565. Starting the 6th of May until the 30th of May. Call now to book your spot. 340-6565.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Shogunas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket. Eden Heights Clinic. Live blood analysis with instant results. Colon hydrotherapy, ozone therapy, prolozone therapy, complete detox, weight loss, oxygen baths, diet and nutritional programs, supplements and health foods, treatment for all lifestyle diseases, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, men and women issues and much more at Eden Heights Clinic, 13 Montague Avenue, Trincity, 763-5292-640-8985.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. And before I welcome our guest this morning, Sajina Kadir, attorney at law, let me say sincere thanks to Elizabeth. She's a loyal and ardent viewer. Welcome back, Zelisa. We're happy to see you and hear about your rewards from India. Yeah, that trip to India was very rewarding, very hectic, but I really gained a lot of experience, not just experience, but knowledge. And you know, knowledge is power. And very soon I'm going to be telling you about not just incredible, but fascinating India. And hi Zelisa, may God continue to bless you over and over in all that you attempt to do. Thank you, and again to the management and staff of the Socially Displaced Restoration Center. They're based in Couva. Please contact them if you want to assist, make the difference in someone's life today by giving. Give a meal. When you give food, you know, you're always blessed in abundance. 37141206890044. That's 6890044. Let's say good morning and a warm welcome to attorney at law. She's a strength here on the station, Sajina Kadir, attorney at law. Good morning and a warm welcome, my friend.
Good morning, sir, to everyone locked on and listening. Good morning as well.
Nice to have you with us, and we're going to go straight into our topic, and that, of course, is domestic violence.
To start off with a definition of what is domestic violence, so that the public understand. There's something to take for granted, so it's clearer, right?
Great.
Domestic violence is violence committed by someone in the victim's domestic. So we, a particular household, it can be spouse, mother to father, between siblings, or even an uncles in the same household, or they say consanguinity with in relation to the household. A lot of places in Trinidad, the aunts may live good, and the domestic violence may occur in between, let's just say, a niece and has been amended now to include nieces, nephews, persons who form part of the relatives, and the circle of violence is being said.
Okay, that's important to know. So it's not just the individual now who could take action, but by extension, family members.
Right. We've always had with minors being abused or violence being committed against a minor that a parent could apply on behalf. Right? So that didn't change with the amendment, but it increased the amendment. The persons who can actually have relief from the court. So it now includes and can make the action and can make the application. All who live in or around that domestic circle once acts of violence are committed. And the recent times we hear persons say violence, and one thing that comes to mind is physical violence, because we all know that to be violence. So physical body hits, even the most minor still violence, a push, a little nudge, all of those constituents. But I want persons to understand the different types of violence. It's not just physical. So I was hoping to delve into that a bit.
Sure, please go right ahead.
So we have physical abuse, which we explained, but what are some non-physical violence or abuse exists, right? With emotional abuse. Some people, physical, but the marks could eventually, but emotional gets to the mind victim. that it is sometimes difficult to cope and deal with, right? So let me give a definition of emotional abuse, right? This is a situation, Zelisa, where the abuser tries to actually control you or isolate you. So it may be like a relationship, husband and wife, or partners who live in the same household, but it actually exists through jealous behavior, threat, a sort of dismissive kind of attitude to your feelings or what you feel in the relationship, manipulation, things like that. That sort of intimate that makes you feel like you're walking on eggshells around the person. That is emotional abuse, and it's very common, sometimes, but it's very, very much there.
So we are talking about not allowing you to finish a sentence, not allowing you to make decisions in the home, making you feel less than who you are, not even allowing you to decide what meal you're going to cook.
Kind of feeling that
yeah. In terms of using profanity, cussing, carrying on, using abusive language, pulling you down, calling you names.
That's right, because those things take an emotional toll.
Okay.
Exactly. And we also have psychological abuse, this is where, it sometimes it intertwines with emotional abuse, right? But psychological abuse involves the regular and deliberate use of a range of words and non-physical actions used to manipulate, hurt, or to weaken the victim, or to frighten that person mentally and emotionally. So emotional abuse and psychological abuse are very, very much linked. Right? But some people always wonder what's really the difference between emotional and psychological abuse, because it knows what physical is. But you're trying as a victim to understand what you're feeling. And what is the major difference, Zelisa, between emotional and psychological abuse is when it comes to psychological abuse, it has certain effects on a victim's mental capacity. So it's emotional about the issue.
Yeah.
But once it gets in your mind and you start to act erratic, all of a sudden, become so irritated that your mind is now psychologically affected, you're going into even waters in the cycle of abuse.
And it happens, and it's very common.
It really does.
And people think that it's okay because, it's my husband or my wife, and, they having problems, so they take it out on me, or I'm, and things like that. They just take it for granted, and it grows, and it becomes part of a habit. It first starts because they make excuses to say, well, they having stress, or we having problems, financial, or whatever, so they take. And, that happens one time, 2 times, 3 times, become a habit, and before you know it, it's just the culture in the home. Another thing I'd like you to address that's extremely important is, manipulating someone with regards to, as you get your paycheck, you hand it over. You don't have the right to even bank it and use it, and then whatever they decide to give you, or sometimes they do all the shopping, they make the choices, they make the menu of what you're going to cook, things like that. They actually take away your independence as an individual.
Right.
And it happens to both men and women, eh?
Yes, that is so true. It's no biased gender. Violence and abuse can occur to anybody, both men and women. And you dive straight into what mental abuse is, Zelisa. Mental and financial abuse. What mental abuse is a concerns way of thinking. You see? So you may say, well, I can manage your finances, but really and truly you want certain level of control. Like you say, you want to collect the paycheck, you want to dictate the pace. And on to the very next type of abuse, which is financial abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where somebody takes control of money situation, and you don't have a voice, and you're working for the money,
You're working hard too, and you know, why are you not allowed to spend or to make decisions on what is yours? Or, you know, I understand about both of you sharing responsibilities, coming together and working in a budget, you know, things like that, which is, you respect that. But when somebody takes control of what you earn or what is yours, what is rightfully yours, and makes decisions for you, I think that's crossing the line. You know, some people
that's really dictated.
Some people even decide what is the color you're going to do your hair. I remember having a conversation at the hairdresser where a woman was actually saying, if I use that color or if I use that, my husband will kill me. I'm not allowed. So, and I felt that to be, I mean, I'm saying in this day and age this is happening, or even the choice of the clothes that you wear. I mean, we need to be respectful of the choices of clothes. So if you're wearing clothes that's not discreet or things like that, and your husband tell you once, well, that ain't looking too good, it is not looking too good, we're going to temple or we're going to the mosque, or whatever the case is, or it's not right for the children to see you dressed like that, I mean, I can understand. But when you dictate the pace of what you wear every day, or even purchase your clothes that you're supposed to wear, I also think that's crossing the line.
Yes, Zelisa, and you know what I want to say to that is I have a heavy foot practicer, and I have realized when parties for divorce, what they lose sense of individuality. So because you're in a relationship, you get stuck pleasing the partner, but you have to, if you like red on your hair, you put red on your hair. It doesn't change who you are. But you know, you respect your partner, and like you say, you wear respectful clothes if you're going to function, your religious nature and things like that. But if you learned in my matters at my office, sense individuality relationship have broken down, and that isn't addressed. Abuse will stem, and then you know what happens, exactly what you say, people start making excuses for the partner's conduct. But when you show your love and your time, it's very difficult to break that cycle of abuse. So you are correct, they make excuses and they forgive, but after a while emotional abuse takes place and it becomes so damning to a person, and that's where the cycle of abuse, and if the waters get deeper and deeper, and if that individual doesn't make that decision to come out of the cycle of abuse, that's where the real issues could come up. And even statistical abuse.
Good. Want to remind all of our listeners, all of our viewers, our program is coming to us with the kind compliments of the Socially Displaced Restoration Center. They are located in Couva. Give them a call today. Partner with them to make a difference in the lives of those that are socially displaced. Their telephone contact numbers are 371-4120 or 689-0044. 689-0044. Let's go to these important messages. When we return, we continue our conversation with learned attorney at law Sajina Kadir, talking to us about domestic violence. Now, if you may have a question or you may have a concern, send me a WhatsApp message and I will read it to the learned attorney, and she will be happy to address whatever concern you may have regarding domestic violence. And that number is 384-7142. When we return, stay with us.
Everything used to irritate me. Politics, the lack of manners these days, remembering passwords, honestly. Even my milk drink, that used to really irritate me. Well, my tummy at least. Not now though. I've gone goat. It's mild on my insides, much better. Still thoroughly irritated by politics though, and global warming. Why don't more people bike like me? I don't drive. I don't even have a licence.
Baby steps, toddler. Go gentle. Go goat.
Baby Steps Goat Milk, available at Eden Heights Clinic, leading pharmacies and supermarkets throughout Trinidad and Tobago. For wholesale inquiries, contact 640-8985 493-9196.
The Untold Truth, every Friday at 6 p.m. The journey has just begun with Master Eric. Zelisa, a new kind of podcast getting to the root of hidden knowledge. You can join us on Facebook, Conversations with Zelisa, TT, and YouTube, Master Eric. Your journey has just begun.
The Socially Displaced Restoration Center, SDRC, is a non-profit company that serves the socially displaced persons who live on the streets of Couva. Our mission is to establish an overnight shelter with rehab services to house them. Pending this establishment, we have been doing weekly food distributions every Friday evening for the past 2 years and continuing. We, the SDRC, also host a care day every 2 months, partnering with the Couva Tabaki Talparo Regional Corporation to use the Ancient Alley Promenade in Couva with the support of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Central Division for our safety, where we erect a temporary shower to provide the homeless who live on the streets of Couva with the opportunity to have a shower, receive clean clothing, obtain medical attention with our volunteer doctors and nurses, and where they can have their grooming and barbering needs addressed. We are a company supported by the community and based on volunteerism. Every donation to this humanitarian endeavor is appreciated. Please contact us to sponsor a meal or make a donation. Let us pause to remember to give the gift of love and kindness to a community that is often forgotten.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. This morning I'm in conversation with learned attorney at law Sajina Kadir, and she's talking about domestic violence. Domestic violence is real, it's happening, and sometimes it also will take your life if you don't nip it in the bud, you don't step in and take accountability and responsibility for what is happening in your life, because it not only is going to damage you as a person, but think about your children as well. And prevention is better than cure. Get intervention and get help. And learned attorney at law Sajina Kadir will guide us and tell us how we can get help. Welcome back.
Thank you, Zelisa. I was thinking, now that we touched on the different types of abuse and violence that constitute domestic violence and who could apply, I want to explain to members of the public how to go about applying for protection.
Great.
Right. So some persons, before wanting to jump to court, they may need somebody. I want to let members of the public know, if you dial 800 space AV 800 see, it's a hotline 24 hours, and you can reach out to somebody to seek immediate help guidance, because that very phone call may actually save yourself from wanting to harm yourself or harm others even. So be mindful before you just the court of the hotline 800 SAFE. Also, there is the gender-based violence unit, created specifically for a crisis nature, and the amazing thing about this unit is, if you know your neighbors to be having a domestic violence situation, just adults, so there's a child involved, you can actually make a report to the gender-based violence unit, and they will send somebody to investigate that household. And I think that's beautiful, because that is, they always say, well, if you don't have the, how can we help you? But the police is now saying in their gender-based violence unit, are you serious? Are you hearing about an issue in that household? Well, we're going to send an off investigate. So therefore, the gender-based violence unit has been created as a forum, and I believe we can share it on your page as well. The numbers to call, just like you have 800 SAFE, as a means of reach before you end up in court.
I think that's excellent. Apart from your neighbor, if you have a colleague at work who you always have makeup covering up, or even a guy you've seen some mark or some blue and black, or you always know, you are aware, and they confide in you in particular, you see them, crying at lunch and not eating, what's going on with you? You must know, if you're in a work environment You must know if something is wrong with someone. There's no harm. It's not. I don't think that's being nosy. I think that's being, if you care about your co-workers, hey, something is not right. Are you okay? You want to talk about it and try and get help.
Yes, and to be honest, if they don't want to listen to you, nothing harms a person now in that work environment to let gender-based violence unit know what's going on, and they will send an independent officer to ask questions or to the household, because it can actually be, it's not nosy like you say, it could actually be one less statistic on the streets.
Yeah, some people might say you're nosy or you're minding other people's business, but the fact is at the end of the day, you may very well be saving that person's life, because one wrong blow, one wrong, it could be the one.
I agree. Yes, and Zelisa, it's not only life you save, because the children of the household, when they see these things happening, they have such serious psychological scars that their interactions with people are constrained. They don't trust. They have fear, anxiety. There's so many ramifications to the children when the home is. So that in the investigator from the gender-based violence unit, I mean, hats off to the officers of that unit, because I believe a unit like that it was so needed and is warmly welcomed by the persons who are the real victims.
I totally agree with you. And especially when it comes to children in particular, not just a psychological effect, but history tends to repeat itself if they do not know better. They think, well, my mother put up with the licks and she stayed, and things like that. Or you have parents saying you better take the licks because you see that car you're driving, or you see the credit card you could get to use, or the house you're living in, no other man going to give you that. So shut up and take it. There are parents who actually say that to their children.
Oh, Zelisa, that means so much, because I can say this.
I can get some volume, director.
Some households, they would be saying how it will look if you get a divorce, how it will look if
what everybody will say.
Exactly, and
what everybody will say when they get an invitation, or they hear that your daughter or son died. What they're going to say then?
Exactly, and
I'm having a little difficulty with the audio, Mr. Director. So what I'm going to do, I know she's listening. Just before
it really,
we're getting a little difficulty, and you're breaking up a little bit. Can you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. I want to just go away from our topic for 1 minute before the break, because I've got one of our viewers in Jamaica who's persistent. Last week she sent me a message to you, but the show was already finished and I couldn't read it to you when she sent it. So she sent me a message just now. Please, Zelisa, she wanted me to read the message that she sent. And what she said is that this is one of our viewers in Jamaica, all right? And she said, I always thought that there was something special about your guest. And I learned from the program that she is a graduate of St. Joseph's Convent San Fernando, the school I attended over 60 years ago. I am very happy to see that they are still producing women of substance. I love her. Okay, so that came in from one of our viewers in Jamaica, and she said, hi Zelisa, good morning. Can you read the last mail I sent you? I want Miss Kadir to hear my compliments of her. You can start with, I said she always thought, yes. So she's very proud of you and very happy.
Well, I would say she's a St. Joseph Convent sister. Sister Phyllis used to say, we want ours to be women of worth and phenomenal women. So, hats off to the caller from Jamaica. I really wish I was eating some Devon House ice cream, but I mean, we have the show to run here at work. I'm really glad to hear her sentiments. This is a very informative program, and I apologize for being a little tardy. It's how my schedule went today, but this program is so empowering and enriching to those out there. It's a way of getting persons to understand the law, the basics of. I mean, I really applaud you, Zelisa, for doing this work, you know.
No. I want you to know I'm not upset in any way. I respect what you do. I know you had a case that was delayed. That's important. That's your commitment to your client, and we respect that. We are forever grateful for you making the commitment to partner with Conversations so we can transform lives. And when I say transform lives, you can actually save the life of someone. And I would have heard people who said to me they went to the clinic, they were happy about, and I think this is what gave birth to this topic this morning, because of the number of people that are calling in situations where they're involved, their life is threatened and they feel themselves stifled.
I agree with you. One major cases we see is domestic violence, and I'm looking forward to next week, Wednesday, in studio with you, with the team of officers and the team of attorneys who will actually be in studio with you next week, Wednesday, because they all, you know, part of making something good serve members of the public. And as you're aware, TTPS Community Justice Clinic will be in 10 divisions, policing divisions.
And we'll talk about this. I want you to hold that thought. As soon as we return, that's what we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about the solution now to, to domestic violence for those who, if you're in that relationship and you're experiencing domestic violence, how you can get help. All right? When we return, stay with us.
Visit Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas. Get the latest fashion, Indian and Western garments, and just in time for Eid, we've got Islamic wear available. Getting married or attending a wedding? Then this is the place for you. From bridal to elegant wear with matching jewelry and footwear. Curtains starting at $4 for $100. Also available shirts, belts, watches, wallets, sportswear, and ladies tops. Need to pick up lunch or dinner? Well, check our food court. All available at the Fab India Expo from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Final few booths left at the Mid-Center Mall Mid-Year Flea Market. Call 340-6565 starting the 6th of May until the 30th of May. Call now to book your spot. 340-6565.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Shogunas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket. Visit Agri Savers Limited, number 19 Orange Grove Trace, St. Augustine, for all your agriculture, livestock, pet, agri-equipment, hydroponics, cannabis, fishing tackle supplies, and much more. Open Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Contact 473-6074, 663-1094. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans, which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. I'm in conversation with learned attorney at law Sajina Kadir, and today she's talking to us about domestic violence. It's a topic that a lot of people do not like to address, and they don't want to talk about it for many reasons. But today we're certainly putting this in the front burner, and we're letting you know that you can get help. Let's say welcome back to Lint Attorney at Law, Sajina Kadir, talking to us about domestic violence. Welcome back. So let's now talk about how many people say, and it's true, they just don't have the money. When you hear lawyer, you hear thousands and thousands of dollars. They already can't buy food. They already can't pay their bills. They can't meet their mortgage. Where am I getting the money? And they feel that they need to be stuck. Well, I want to tell you, we've got answers for you. And we've got ways that you could get help and get that intervention and get started to help you live a happier and better life, safer, all right, for you and your children. So I would like you now to talk to those people that need help or people that know people that need help on how the Community Justice Clinic can help them.
Right. So the Police Service Community Justice Clinic, which is a partnered initiative between attorneys and the police service, hosts communities the last Saturday of each to give free legal advice. Now, sometimes in matters violence, urgent matters, the team actually takes it a little further and assists with the matter in a pro bono, meaning at no cost.
Right. Great. Excellent. So that's good news. This is a question that's coming from one of our viewers. Good morning. If I tell the dentist I have 2 upper tooth to extract and she extracted the others without my consent, is this abusing me? She's wondering, is that abuse?
Of course, there is an issue there because really understand 2 teeth would be extracted and it becomes something else. However, there's a little issue called if you contribute to the city. So while the procedure is taking place, if she was under local or general anesthetic, that needs to be asked. Did she know the tooth and did she stop it? So there are certain things there. It may be a cause of action. However, the person needs to sit and speak with an attorney to make sure that when proceedings start, it's worth
what I would suggest to that person is you get to one of those clinics and get some advice on how to move forward, and that's free advice. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, darling. What is your question, please?
I'm calling to find out about the self-help thing. I want to know how to go about it.
Okay, you need some sort of legal advice? Yeah?
No, the house and repair.
Oh, okay, darling. We're not talking about that today, all right? That's not our topic. All right, and let's stick to the topic that we're talking about, and that is domestic violence. Let's not get that.
Right. So I want members of the public to know, in order to get help, if you don't call the hotlines and you want to take it straight to court, you can email the magistrate registrar of the magistrate's court in the area in which you live, or court, get a summons listing the allegations. The police will take that summons and serve it on then the court to answer the allegations. And on the front, the person could give an undertaking, which is a promise in law that they will not commit those acts, notwithstanding that they deny it, right? Sometimes it is referred to mediation and counseling, and if it can't be resolved in those manners, it is fixed for trial, where the court determines the kind of fact did these acts violate, and is this a vulnerable citizen that warrants the need of intervention from the court to issue that protection order for their safety and well-being, and that summarizes the court proceedings. But I mean, like you said, Zelisa, I think with an initiative like the TTPS Community Justice Clinic, we've been in existence for 18 months. We've served 31 communities. Predominantly, there's a lot of domestic violence issues. And if it's not violence, it's land. We strongly would urge members of the public to stay tuned to your program to understand where we will be on the 29th of April. I mean, this is where you could really get the help to sit and talk to an attorney in confidence about what your issue is and determine the way forward. And with urgent matters of violence, we assist pro bono, you know.
Yeah, that's in itself is amazing, and take advantage of that, because you're getting free advice. You get the opportunity to sit one-on-one with an esteemed and distinguished attorney at law, well learned with, and these are people that are not fly-by-night. They've been in the industry for many, many years. They've got great knowledge, walking institutions, all of them, and they are there giving of their time to guide, assist, and help you. So, you know, they're reaching out and saying, listen, we're here to guide you and to help you. And so I am saying to you, if you know of someone or you are in a situation where you need legal advice, it's absolutely free. It's worth your time. And you know, be on your way to getting whatever situation it is resolved. Yeah?
Yes.
There's a right way and the wrong way. And the right way is seeking legal advice and doing what is right, because you do have rights. Some people feel they don't, and they're intimidated, and they feel lost, and you know, many different reasons why. Would stop making excuses and get on your way to getting help and resolve and living a peaceful and stressless life. And stress
And
is
I
a
want to
killer.
really urge members of the public, if they don't feel ready to start National Family Services, which is a free service by the Ministry of Social Development, you can go get confidential counseling there, you know, a means to get out of the cycle of abuse and get help, because somebody could be listening to this program and you know what to do, because professionals, bright people, you know, we understand what to do, but we can't do it because we have to look within ourselves and try to break that cycle of abuse and not make excuses for this, and come out and get that help.
If with your permission, I would like to share your telephone contact. Is that all right with you?
Sure. Yeah.
Right. 68900044 in terms of getting some sort of advice or finding out. But she's also going to be in our company next week, where we are going to start talking to you directly about the community justice clinic. 10 locations, so you cannot and should not make any excuses.
And I mean, the officers will be there next week, as well as 3 attorneys, and we look forward to, you know, explaining to members of the public what the initiative is about, and perhaps even taking some calls from them to, you know, understand.
I'm looking forward to that, and I really want to thank you. This morning, you know, I know you were a bit delayed, and so I had the opportunity to address our listeners and our viewers about the Socially Displaced Restoration Center. And, you know, I also extended a thank you and gratitude for those that called in and, you know, made their donations, or even the meals that they prepared and things like that. We are grateful, and I also continue to plead to help provide some meals and care.
It has been an overwhelming response from members of the public. We appreciate you and your team, Zelisa. During the break, somebody I'll call them back after the program that I was going to join. So, I mean, the very kind way you've explained the initiative has really moved the public, and they are reaching out. So we are very grateful on behalf of the SDRC team.
We are grateful indeed for making the difference in those socially displaced their lives, because we do not know the reason or the core why. Sometimes we point fingers and we make allegations and say, well, you choose that and why it is, and you must have done something, but we do not know. We don't judge, or we don't point fingers, and we don't. What we do is find solutions, and we work together with people like your good self and your team to find solutions and help them, empower them, because they are doing a lot more than just you know, feeding them, or perhaps going and allowing them to take a bath and a haircut. You're really empowering them by finding them,
making them
a place
feel
back
human
in
being
society.
again, like a human being.
Exactly, that they're cared for and loved and appreciated. And I wish others can take that pattern, because if each little area would do that, what a better TNT will have. You know,
that's right.
Your closing remarks, please.
I want to urge members of the public who if you are victims of violence, there are options. If you need to see another, call 800-SAVE, call the Gender-Based Violence Unit. Just Google these things. There are options there. The numbers will be on Conversations with Zelisa's page. I mean, get the help, because ramifications to you and to those around you. So think about what is being said and break the cycle of abuse.
I want to thank you kindly. God bless you. You multitask well, girl. You wear so many hats. And may God continue to bless you and guide you. We look forward to seeing you next week.
And everyone a lovely day.
You as well,
God.
darling.
Take care.
Bless you. Take care. So, my friends, we wrap things up. Sincere thanks and gratitude to the Socially Displaced Restoration Center in Couva. Telephone contact 371-4120689-0044. Here's reminding you that with God, all things are possible. Get help. Be happy. Be safe. And do continue to stay with us. Thank you so much for choosing us. I am Zelisa Budusing Rupani. Stay with us.